everyone, welcome to channel 42. I'm Wilma and today we are doing BayFest, formerly known as Tomato Fest. It's held in the what could only be called idyllic community of Port Rowan, nestled on the north shore of Lake Erie in the heart of Long Point Bay, one of my very favorite places in the world. I've put links down below for you to look into Long Point a little more. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, one of 18 in Canada. It's a World Biosphere. It's a migratory stopover for swans and monarchs. So Tomato Fest, now BayFest, has been running for about 35 years. I remember going in the first few years, and my impression is that of a lot of people, too much heat, and no parking. So in 35 years, I haven't been back until last year. I had looked at relocating in Port Rowan when I retired. It has so many things to offer senior citizens, although it doesn't have a bank anymore. But other than that, I mean, there's virtually everything that a senior would want. Unfortunately, it suffers from that malady that so many small towns suffers in North America, and that is, if you do not own a car, you can't get to anywhere from there, pretty much. Now, there is a bus service on Tuesdays that will take you out of Port Rowan, but other than that, it's kind of limited. Last year, they started a shuttle bus on Saturday and Sunday. I think about 3 buses came from 3 different directions. They met at the Burning Kiln parking lot, which was a transfer station. And from there, they went back to their areas, and that's how I got down to Long Point last year. I took a bus, transferred, took a bus. It got me down there after the parade, and I left before the evening's entertainment and the fireworks. But it meant I had a nice 2.5 hours or so of leisurely strolling through all the vendors and just enjoying the view of Long Point Bay. Lots of kids stuff going on the sidelines, which was nice. I managed to check out a favorite store that I'd been sort of watching on Facebook, so Facebook advertising does count. And I ran into a local author who had a table there. That's where I made my one and only purchase. Ta-da! This is David R. Beasley's book of his great-grandmother's watercolors, done in the 1880s, pretty much. So being a bit of a watercolorist myself, I have had my eye on this book for a long time, so I'm very pleased that I was able to pick it up. I've given you just a quick glance of the trip home, lots of dappled sunlight on the tree leaves and such, and I've taken a slow motion by Turkey Point Marsh, which, like the Holland Marsh north of Toronto, is like a breadbasket. The soil is so rich, they grow so much, and with all the orchards and farms around Port Rowan, this is a breadbasket. Don't believe me? Check out my fair video that's coming up, and you'll just get you just a glimmer of an idea of how much is offered here. Before you finish the episode, please do go down and check some of those links. You also might want to check out Long Point on Google Earth to give you a really good impression of what it's all about. I had a great afternoon. I've squeezed about 2.5 hours down to less than half an hour, so hopefully it's the highlights. This is small town living, folks, and you know, it's not half bad. Hope you enjoy it yourself as much as I did. Oh, I have to confess. A couple episodes ago, I talked about upgrading my camera. So I'd had this little sports camera. I was doing an adequate job, but I wanted something that was a little more clarity to it, so I bought this little sports camera. As you can see, there are very few differences, except that they are ever so slightly different size. Now this fits into the old frame for riding on the walker, but not quite as well as it could. And wouldn't you know, about a week after I started using this, it bounced out and it hit the sidewalk. Didn't damage it. These things are made pretty hardy. But I decided, since I was going to be going up and down sidewalks a lot in Port Rowan, that I would put an elastic around the camera to hold it into the frame. Okay. Under the heading of, don't do this, I've done it, it doesn't work, a bit of the elastic got over the lens. So you are looking at this blurry, sometimes dark, sometimes beigey looking strip down the right hand side of the picture. Please forgive me. I promise I won't do it again. Bye-bye.
you.